My most memorable experience has to be traveling to Italy. um, I kept saying this while I was on the trip. There's literally no other context ever in which I would have found myself in Italy, like so immersed in Italian culture. The SSIH is such a unique opportunity, and Emily is very well connected in the Italian non-profit industry, I guess you would call it, or like nonprofit sector in Milan, Italy. And it was just, to be so immersed in the culture was just, it was unreal, but honestly. Our NGO partner is an organization known as Soleterre. They're an international NGO, but they're headquartered out of Milan, Italy. And their basic mandate is pediatric oncology, which means children with cancer. They're operating in Europe, Africa, and South America. They have initiatives in conflict zones like Ukraine and Gaza, and other initiatives in countries like Morocco. And they have a uniquely kind of holistic approach to helping kids with cancer. Mental health is a core part of their service delivery, and they find that with the holistic approach that they take, they find much better survival rates or successful outcomes. I would say that we were essentially international consultants for Soleterre. So first of all, the broader goal of the project was to help them establish a presence in the Canadian market. And what that meant was we ended up delivering over the 8 months I was in the course, 10 to 15 kind of major deliverables. And they were basically informational deliverables on the Canadian market. So we had someone in the group that was particularly interested in marketing. So we had somebody review their marketing materials from some of their international social media pages, and we delivered kind of some advice and reports on those sorts of things. One thing that was particularly successful was a presentation from one of my colleagues in the course, Jasmine, on Google Ad Grants. So she actually designed English ads for Soleterre to kind of spread their message in the North American market. It was really fun because you're able to play to your strengths and kind of learn new things. So, for example, I want to go to law school. I'm interested in law. I delivered a deliverable on the regulatory landscape in Canada and what being a registered charity means and what a foundation is in Canada from a legal and regulatory sense. So I'd say we all got the opportunity to kind of play to our strengths. I would 1000% recommend it. As young professionals entering the workforce, I think the SSIH provides you with the opportunity to be exposed to a client at a level that you wouldn't see probably in your first 5 or 10 years in the workforce. I facilitated a whole day with a client, and we had regular bi-weekly kind of meetings with our client over 8 months. So that's a lot of client-facing time. That's a lot of deliverables. That's a lot of responsibility, I would say. But all the deliverables have to be A+, because we're dealing with a real client, and their job is to literally save babies with cancer. So it's really impactful work, I would say. And I just think you're not going to get the opportunity to do that. I said this multiple times. You're not going to get the opportunity to do that in any other context other than at the SSIH.